I've been locked on that cash in the trance. Hit the end zone and do my little dance. Yeah, your chick blowing kisses like lambs. You go tell your mans, it's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. What a matchup for our first Sunday nighter of the year. The Cowboys and Giants underway in Week 1. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in Week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Deep to return is Darius Davis.
This is taken at the 15.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hurry. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. There's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
McPherson set to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready up.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
The former first-rounder put it all together in 2022 with career highs across the board and cemented himself as one of the faces of the Giants' defense after an all-pro season.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Here's Chandler.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Wilson.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The score, Cowboys 3, Giants 0.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Off the play fake. Chandler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here's Carter.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hustle.
Now it's Richardson.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Richardson going to change the play here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
That's Keely Ringo, who was there in on the stop.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a...
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Still on his feet.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off play action. Chandler. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run. It's Carter. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, if you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
On first down, right back to Hall. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
65 cats, 65 cats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Ball again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Ready?
Second down and 4.
Alert! Alert!
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They go play action with Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Chandler fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at the play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We say we use them to start the second half and get us going.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Richardson going to move him around.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Short pass to Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Ready.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
60 Mavericks.
A give running right is Hall.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
They run it with Chandler.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And now here's another interception. He's on his way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Chandler, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's on his way. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Giants. Breece Hall, 76 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Davis now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10.
Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 70. Let's go.
On third down, here's Richardson.
And my goodness, another interception.
Now inside the 25.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Take over first down and goal to go at the 9-yard line.
Come on.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Off the play fake. Chandler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off play action. Chandler rolling to his right. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Now it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Alec Pierce
From 10 yards out.
and the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
On the ready.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. Look at the big man rumble.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Give to Hall running right. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Will Anderson.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
Ready.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
19 tight.
Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Alec Pierce.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. Forced out to his left. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
23, Giants 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Panther streak. Panther, reload, reload. Go check, go check. Ready, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 163 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Go.
Here's Hall again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Marvin Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's Wilson.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Wilson to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job with knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Throwing now is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games.